just thank you so much, Jerry. Yes, because just in case, you know that I was like, I prepared 1 minute speech, but yeah, kind of, it's just set it up to me. Yes. Let's see, but I got it right. Yes, it's 1 minute, but anyway, just.
Прямо с нами Дашенька рядом, да. Привет, Данила. А, Данила. Good evening and a very warm welcome to St. Margaret's. If you want to grab a seat, especially if you're loitering slightly outside, getting a glass of wine very late in the day, very good. It is a tragedy to see you again 1 year later after another year of conflict. But at least we have a lot to celebrate tonight. Celebrate coming together and all the hard work that has gone into tonight. Of course, celebrate other events on the geopolitical strata. But wonderful to see you all, wonderful to have you supporting us this evening. If you've not been here for a year, then you may have noticed that there is a new parish centre, so you can head over during the interval. There's some videos going on in the hall, and you can see the latest in lavatories that have been installed. Of course, it's a huge amount of work to put something like tonight together. So would you please give a really, really warm welcome to Sally.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. First of all, a huge thank you to Brutus and to Helen Hargreaves, the church administrator, for their tremendous support and encouragement in organising this concert. And Brutus even produced these programmes for us, well beyond my capabilities. An even greater thanks to Pip Davis, who has coordinated these amazing musicians, who you're so lucky to be hearing tonight. Without her, this would never have happened. Anyway, until about 7 o'clock last night, I was planning on saying how very sad I was that we should be gathered here again, 14 months on from our last Concert of Hope on the 19th of February 2023. At that time, we really were hoping that somehow the conflict would be over within months and that it wouldn't be necessary to organise another fundraiser. Sorry, I know this is advertised as a free concert, but I think you all know why you're here. However, what amazing news we got last night, that finally, the US bill to grant aid to Ukraine worth $61 billion had been passed. I know there will have been a lot of celebrating last night, and not just in the US House of Representatives. So I'm delighted that we're all here tonight with hope in our hearts that the brave Ukrainians will win through against Putin's forces. We have here this evening a good number of Ukrainians, Russians supporting Ukraine, Kazakhs, Poles, and we want them to know, all to know, that we will not forget Ukraine. The four of us running Medical Lifelines Ukraine have been inundated with support over the last 18 months or so, particularly from our wonderful band of amazing ambulance drivers who have carried out or are currently carrying out incredible fundraising. There are 16 of you here tonight, so huge thanks to you all. And so many of you here have donated both physical and financial aid, for which, again, many, many thanks. We've been lucky enough to meet incredible people. Russian portrait painters offering their fees to Medical Lifelines Ukraine if we produce someone wanting a portrait done. Young Ukrainian refugees desperate to help us on a practical front. Ukrainians who are well established. Somewhere on my final piece of paper, you'll be pleased to know. I will find it. Yep. Well established in this country, wanting to do their bit, like organising a fundraising reeling ball. It's been a privilege to attempt in a small way to help save lives with our delivery of 57 ambulances to date, plus tactical medicine and medical aid. And tonight, you're going to be treated to the most wonderful concert as a thank you for your support. The next convoy of 5 ambulances leaves on the 19th of May, and your continued support would, of course, be hugely appreciated. But it's now time to sit back and enjoy these incredible musicians. Slava Ukraini!
everybody. My name is Pip, and it is my great pleasure to be here today and to introduce you to all the wonderful musicians who are going to play and sing for us this afternoon. Those of you who were here last year will be overjoyed to hear that yet again we have Yuliia, Oleksii, Dasha, Hannah and Marianne. And this year they are joined by family, friends, fellow students and pupils to bring you another rich insight into their heritage and culture, their beloved Ukraine with its long history of independence and resilience. We will open our program with a Brahms violin solo played by Hannah and accompanied by her mother, Anastacia Tolstonog. Please welcome them to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to express our gratitude that you made time to join our today's concert. Your support is very important for us Ukrainians. The concert will start with music of the German romantic composer Johannes Brahms. You will listen to his Scherzo, which is a third movement from the collaborative sonata composed by several German composers, Schumann and Dietrich. The incredible rhythmic and harmonic power of this Scherzo resonates with Ukrainian theme of today's concert. Each note is committing to a feeling of solidarity, honoring those who stand in their fight for independence.
just wonderful. Our next piece is going to be sung by Dariella. I met Dariella nearly 2 years ago when she was just a new refugee in England. And her stories of her home country and her hometown of Odessa just captivated me. I knew so little about Ukraine before. When Dariella talks about her hometown of Odessa on the coast of the Black Sea, you can practically smell the ozone in the sea air and feel the salty breeze on your face. You must come with me one day, and we will take an evening stroll along the beachfront. We'll finish our stroll sitting with friends and loved ones in a cafe, drinking sweet wine and eating a hot dog. And our happiness will be complete. Please welcome Dariella.
Dear friends, the next song is a metaphor of the soul journey, sailing a golden boat through the night filled with the enchantment of music. It reflects our inner world, which always strives for the beauty and harmony.
Thank you, Anastacia, for accompanying that. And we now have a real treat, ladies and gentlemen. Anastacia is going to treat us to a Chopin Ballade.
Yes, as Pip mentioned right now, I'm going to perform one of the most prominent compositions written by Polish composer Frederic Chopin, whose music became a symbol of Polish resistance and strives for independence, much like the poems of the famous Polish poet Adam Mickiewicz. There is an assumption that Mickiewicz's poem, Konrad Wallendorf, historical legend, sort of historical legend, describing the interaction between Lithuanians, Polish, and Russians, and was directly inspiration for the Frederic Chopin's Ballade, number 1 in G minor, opus 23. Composed in 1831, it is uprising against Russian rule and presents with the nostalgia and spirit of a nation fighting for its identity like the Ukrainian people today.
goodness. While Anastacia goes for a well-deserved rest, we are now very privileged to have with us again Yuliia Komyshan and to hear the unique sound of the bandura, which is a traditional Ukrainian folk instrument. Yuliia is a professor of music at Poltava University, taking refuge here in England with her mother, her sister, and her nephew. Her first piece is a thought poem, Duma. Dumas date back to the 16th and 17th centuries and can be based on moral tales and epic poems of wars and fights and daring do. Some of the stories date back as far as the 12th century. Anyway, I know we're going to be charmed. Welcome back, Yuliia. So what can I tell you about our next performer, the irrepressible Oleksii Zasiadko? He can turn his hand to anything: golf club assistant handyman, gardener, aspiring mountain climber, nature lover, bass baritone, and quintessential Cossack. He is an ambassador for his culture on social media and works behind the scenes recording songs for a library preserving Ukrainian folk songs. This war is not just about land, it is about culture and language as well. Please welcome our fabulous Cossack to sing for us next, Oleksii.
The next aria is from one of the most famous Ukrainian operas, which portrays a significant event in the history of Ukraine in the middle of the 17th century, dedicated to the liberation struggle of the Ukrainian people. My character, Kryvonos, expresses deep pain and anger due to the suffering and oppression experienced by his people. He calls for rebellion against their enemies.
В серці кров запекла. Степ на чорно вкрито трупом, палить понозелі наші. Ой, не мед вино із чаші, п'є Потоцький нашу кров. Плаче Україна, стогне, тужить у кайданах. Україна жде Богдана, кличе й вас, дітей своїх. Богий подай миру, точить косу та сокиру, кличе в поміч вас, брати. За нездольну Україну, за поламану калину, ту сестроньку дівчину, карай смерть єзуїтам шляхті, карай смерть на вік віків, кара смерть.
And now we have the debut of a young lady, a star pupil of Anastacia. She's truly international, born in France, living in England, and today she's going to play Toccata by Isaac Berkovich, a Ukrainian composer. He was born in 1902 in Kyiv, and he wrote many pieces for young musicians. This piece has a strong spirit and the passion of the Ukrainian people. And Doucya wanted me to say to you on her behalf, as all of you, I stand with Ukraine in its fight for freedom. Introducing Doucya. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that name? You heard her here first, her first public performance at the age of 13. And now we would like to welcome back another young lady, just 3 years older, Hannah, accompanied again by her wonderful mother, Anastacia, and they are going to play an elegy. They both grew up in Kyiv, obviously in different eras, and their memories of Kyiv are that it's a vibrant capital city, set amongst 7 hills and with the mighty Dnieper running close by. One day we must all go and visit to enjoy their wonderful green parks, their fabulous restaurants, and the lively city vibe. Remember to take your hiking boots for all those hills and your swimming costume for the river beach. Please welcome again Hannah and Anastacia.
very famous composer, Ukrainian composer, Miroslav Skorik. Probably I saw his CDs at the entrance. You could also probably buy his music. He dedicated his life, unfortunately he's not with us anymore, he died a few years ago. He dedicated his life to enriching Ukrainian academic music by implementing the most vibrant features of Ukrainian folklore. The music, the composition, what you will hear in a minute, Elegy, beautifully expresses the deep emotions and rich traditions of Ukraine with its smooth flowing lines. As we perform Elegy, we honor Ukrainians' resilient spirit and its significant cultural heritage.
So much, Hannah. We now come to the Guildhall School of Music. Oleksii is lucky enough to be studying there, an inspirational institution bringing together some of the most wonderful musicians from all over the world into a furnace of inspiration and creativity. How lucky are we to have such an institution on our doorstep, so close? And even luckier that Oleksii has managed to persuade two of his fellow students, Anastacia Matsko and Anastacia Rudd, to come and play for us a wonderful duet.
Hello, everybody. We are very happy to perform here for you all today. So we chose to play this piece. I offered it to play to Anastacia because once I heard it in Bakhmut Music College when I was studying, and some older students played this one. And I thought, I really love this piece, so one day I'll play it with my friend.
And to round off our first half, we are delighted to welcome an amazing band of ladies, the Zvinko Quintet. Sorry, that's not 6, is it? Sorry. Quartet.
Hi everyone, good evening. We are, as we were kindly introduced just now, Zvinko. Tonight there is 4 of us, so we are a quartet tonight for you all, but usually it varies up to 8 singers. We are all from Ukraine and we represent different parts and regions of Ukraine. We are part of Ukrainian Social Club in Richmond, which is a charity refugee organization that helps Ukrainians who have moved here and settled here. And we have over 1,000 families that we have helped. So we are very grateful to be part of this organization. And we will be singing a few times for you this evening. Tonight we will be singing one song, which is a medley of different Ukrainian folk songs. We will be mixing 5 different songs, and they're all Ukrainian traditional folk pieces. We actually prepared this medley for the first time when we were singing together, which was at a concert at the Royal Albert Hall. So we hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Zvinko. And ladies and gentlemen, please follow Zvinko into the brand new hall where refreshments are being served. And during the interval, we'll be showing some videos from Oleksii's old college in Ukraine, where he's forever a very naughty 17-year-old boy. They couldn't perform live because there are too many sirens, 4 or 5 sirens a day where they have to go underground, where they have no internet. But they're delighted we're including them, and they hope you enjoy their performance. Please go and enjoy the interval.
Mary, how are you?
We're already half an hour late. That's a trouble. Will you make that? They produce them in the Methodist Church in October. Although maybe they should send us.
Am I staying for the second part? What kind of question is that? I may sleep here overnight. Are you alive? How's it going? We survived. Yeah.
Topping up.
Yeah. They haven't run out yet, but there's so many people here.
Gaze from the outside. See if anybody is in there.
Full house, full house, full house. Yeah, I've done it. Yeah. Send this to everyone. Oh, come in next door.
Hi, are you ready? Any sugar?
No, thanks.
She's underground. Yeah, she would like to. She could be sick. But I just want that shot. Only today.
I've always received the large string disc. It's quite like that. It's a backward. And there's a number of sympathetic strings. Yes, very large. Yeah. I couldn't try, I couldn't see it.
No, I played the and yes, I think there are 12 sympathetic strings. So
And it's, again, it's sort of this shape.
yes, it is.
Diamond shape.
It's got a interesting history. Well, I don't know much about it.
I should probably read the program.
I don't know what I understand about it. I see much about that in there, but I need to get something about it. It's a remarkable spoken to.
What's it called?
It's the backfield.
Are you a musician?
Yeah, that's what I guess. I'm a keyboard player, so I play organ parts.
That organ is very nice.
Yes, it is. I've not actually played it, so it's interesting. I imagine it sounds very well and a very interesting way
Well, it's put together.
I'm not but actually quite important.
For a cable player, that's it.
Speak well, I think. But we were very focused last year. That's That's Yamaha, I think. I suspect.
What is your playing? What do you
He left your phone in the kitchen when she was here. Yeah.
That's just to say, you will be very short because we're going to run late. No, I'd like you to say it just to and I've asked Dan, but I'm told Dan is not to go.
But should I shorten that? 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah. Should I time myself? Maybe I should time myself, yeah? Well, this is what you time myself.
It's getting cold.
Because it's not necessary.
People want steady bass picking.
What's that?
I'm joking. People want steady bass picking.
Yes, I'm when we did sure. And I mean,
Serious time for 1 minute.
School just south of the bridge, and so the students walked across. But so the students used to walk across. Once that was shut, I think nobody was in shock. Well, of course. Well, the thing was that I went to try technology and asked face to face that field. I had to think a lot. It was only
Some of the tactics are convenient.
did they? знал, что я, может быть, должна буду сказать пару слов, поэтому я очень не люблю говорить на публике, потому что я переживаю. Да, сейчас я быстро повторю.
Bandura.
upgrade. You've got an upgrade.
Seriously, now and the only people who live there are frogs and Italians.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Could you all take your seats, please? Thank you very much. Take your seats. Thank you very much indeed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are all here because we have not forgotten Ukraine. We are hoping for an end to the invasion. We're praying and we're sending practical support by donating to Medical Lifelines Ukraine. 3 years ago, I knew nothing about Ukraine. Then through friends at my church, God sent me 2 singing angels to look after for a while, and they brought me immense joy and music into my life. Let's start our second half with my 2 angels singing a duet to us. Welcome, please welcome back Dariella, Moskaliuk, Oleksii, Zasiadko, and Anastacia Tolstonog.
Our next song is an emotional expression to love and longing for Ukraine. It describes feeling of loss and alienation, but also hope for a connection with the homeland through the metaphor to drop like dew onto the ground. This is a song about longing, nostalgia, and an unbreakable bond with the motherland.
And now Anastacia will delight us with a piece by her favorite composer, Victor Kosenko.
Thank you. You just predicted my words, actually. I wanted to say that he's my favorite composer. The next number of the program, you will hear the poem of the call by Ukrainian composer Victor Kosenko. He is my favorite already for 10 years. His contribution to Ukrainian piano music is invaluable and just remarkable. He was an incredible pianist, teacher, composer. And it is very fascinating that the music composed more than a century ago reflects ongoing struggle for Ukrainian independence and its complex relationship with Russia. So, Victor Kosenko, Poem of the Call.
I would like to welcome back Yuliia to play another piece on the bandura. I fell in love with the bandura when Yuliia explained to me how she fell in love with her first bandura. When she was a very young girl, a very handsome Cossack came to her school and played the bandura for her class. It was an inspiring and unforgettable experience, as I hope Yuliia's playing today will be for you. And I would like to welcome again Dariella and Anastacia, who are going to sing in English Over the Rainbow.
Over the Rainbow, it is a song that had become embodiment of the eternal dream of better future. Every time I heard this melody, I remember that there is a place somewhere where the not pain and the suffering, where the dream come true.
And finally, we get to meet Anastasia's oldest child, her son Marianne. He's a violinist like his sister Hannah, studying at the Yehudi Menuhin School in Cobham and taking his A-levels this year. When I asked Marianne for a happy memory of Ukraine, his thoughts naturally turned to chocolate. Marianne recommends that you visit and seek out a Lviv handmade chocolate shop and ask for strawberry kisses. But remember to take plenty of grivas. Don't make the mistake he made when he purchased his first ever strawberry kisses for himself, expecting 5 kisses for 5 grivas and only getting 1. The disappointment put him in a daze for 30 minutes, but then he was only 8. Please welcome Marianne, accompanied by his mother, Anastacia.
Rhapsody, the Mirrors Choric, paints a musical picture of Ukraine's lush landscape and rich traditions, capturing the vibrant spirit of the Carpathian Mountains. This piece not only celebrates the beauty of Ukrainian culture, but also emphasizes the strength of the nation's identity. Through these melodies, we remember and honor the resilient spirit of Ukraine, whose unique culture and steadfast heart remind us of the crucial fight for independence.
Wow. We are now going to take a pleasant stroll with our two Anastasias, Anastacia Matsko and Anastacia Rudd. Please welcome them back to the stage.
Hello again, thank you for coming to our concert. Now we're going to perform my favorite piece from cycle 3 jazz pieces by Skorik. I hope you will enjoy it.
Now the return of our fabulous quartet, Zvinko. Oh, and prepare yourselves. In the program for the finale, it says all participants. That includes you.
Hi everyone, we're back. Thank you so much for having us. So we are Zvinko, girls. I just wanted to say a few words. So today, in this second part, we will be singing 2 more pieces. Both are in Ukrainian. The first song is about... both of them are love songs, so they're both very romantic. A lot of the songs in Ukrainian folk culture are about love. There's a lot of imagery of nature and of the seasons changing, so those will all be depicted in the songs today. The first song is a bit more tragic, of a tragic love, where she was really in love with him, she was waiting for him, but he sort of turned to a different woman and didn't end up with her. And the second song is a little bit more uplifting. Again, it's about a young woman singing to the stars, singing in the evening and wondering about where her love is. And they do end up together. So that one is a bit more joyful. So we hope you enjoy, and thank you so much.
So now the lineup for our big finale. The International Song of Resistance from Les Miserables, the People's Song. The singers will start us off, and then you'll see on the overhead where we are to come in, where it says all. And Oleksii is looking for a big performance here, so you will see instructions: quiet, louder, maximum. Okay? And I would just like to thank the fourth member of the Van Prooijen family for doing the slides so beautifully tonight. Thank you, Pim. So let's raise the roof. Take it away, Anastacia.
Singing the song of angry man. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echo the beating of your drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.
Will you join our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see?
And join in the fight that will give you the right to be free.
Do you hear the people sing, singing the song of every man? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. Will the beating of your heart echo the beating of the drums? There is a life above the story tomorrow comes. Will you give all you can give so that the burning may invent? No matter how its harm will live, will you stand up and take your chance? The blood of the mighty will water the meadows of France. Do you hear the people sing, singing the song of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. Will the beating of your heart echo the beating of the drums? There is a life above to start when tomorrow comes. The people sing, lost in the valley of the night. It is the music of the people who are climbing to the light. For the wretches of the earth, there is a flame that never dies. Even the darkest night with endless sun will rise. They will live again in freedom in the garden of the Lord. They will walk behind the bloodshed
Thank you all very much. Thank you so much to all of you for appearing, enjoying, and joining us in this immensely talented group of people. Can you join with me now in once again saying they brought joy, a concert of joy, and a real sense of hope for the brave people of Ukraine. Thank you very much. Let me also thank a number of people who have contributed so much to this event, in particular Pip Davis, who put together the whole organization of this with Anastacia and Oleksii. So they are the leaders of this great concert, and I want to pay great respect and enthusiastic thanks to them. Secondly, and a bit of indulgence here, I want to thank on your behalf my lovely wife, Sally, who has done... who has done such an outstanding job in organizing tonight's concert. She's worked tirelessly to bring it all together in her selfless and immensely talented manner. So a big kiss on behalf of everyone and a huge thank you. Let me also thank Brutus Green, the vicar here, the inspirational vicar of St. Margaret's, for hosting us this evening. He and his parish team play a vibrant part in making this church such a vital artery of the Putney community. And let me now say a few words about Medical Lifelines Ukraine, which was founded by Aria Arabaveva after the outrageous Russian invasion of Ukraine on the 25th of February 2022. Aria woke up on the day after the illegal invasion of Ukraine and said to herself, "I need to do something about this." And ever since then, she's worked tirelessly in helping to provide vital humanitarian support to Ukraine by way of the delivery of ambulances, as well as the provision of critical medical and other items to hospitals and to the rescue services in Ukraine. I'm going to ask her... to ask Yuliia to say a few words about her experiences of setting this up and how she sees the future. Please welcome Yuliia.
Thank you. I haven't prepared to say how I set it up. It was one text message that went viral, sent to 300 mothers in Wimbledon. And I think that's how it all started on 25th of February 22. And I would like to thank here everyone today for your support, for your desire to help, and to the performers for bringing a bit of Ukrainian culture. And for some of us, it's like something from the childhood memories. Thank you very much. And thank you for remembering that the war is happening so very close to us in Europe, in Ukraine. And communities of Wimbledon and Putney, we have all been united in our willingness to help Ukrainians to defend their borders. We have never seen such a surge of community spirit before. Thank you for that. You are here today, and it proves us all that the war in Ukraine may not be in the news headlines, but it's something close to our hearts. And I would like to tell you of some speech that touched me so much. It was when I drove to Ukraine in a convoy in May 22. We were met by Colonel of Special Emergency Services of Ukraine, Oleksii, and he gave this very moving speech that always stays in my mind and helps me carrying on, gives me all the strength to carry on. He said that if it wasn't for help of volunteers like you, pointing to our group, Ukraine would be in very bad state by then. And that gives me a lot of power and strength to continue doing what we are doing. And I would like to thank everyone here today, because governments could help, big organizations will continue to help Ukraine, but it's all thanks to your support to the individuals here today who help Ukraine bring victory closer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yuliia. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to introduce the fourth member of our team, Dan Whitehead, who is one of those people. Of course, he's not only a lawyer, but he is a complete tour de force and brings together in his tireless manner the logistics, new ideas, and organization of MLLU, Medical Lifelines Ukraine. Would you please welcome Dan Whitehead?
Thank you, Jerry. I must say, when Jerry just said, I'd like to introduce you to Dan White, he said a complete, I did wonder what was coming next, but I'm relieved, thank you, that this was in a church. I'm aware that I'm standing between you and the bar or your home, so I'm going to be very, very brief indeed. I think apart from saying thank you to these incredible performers, it's been amazing to hear. One of my other things is quite a lot of music, so it was a real thrill to hear you all up close and personal. It's very impressive. Thank you so much. I must pay tribute to Jerry, otherwise nobody would. I think in Jerry and Sally's kitchen there's a sign hanging on the door that says, "Behind every successful man there's a woman rolling his eyes." So. Jerry is a tower of strength, along with Sally. Without whom, I think without Aliya we wouldn't exist. But without Jerry and Sally would be a fraction of what we are. So thank you very much indeed to you both, and of course to Aliya. I always have to remember to speak more slowly, so I've just remembered to do that, and I'm about to start. There you go. We've gone to the 33, not the 45, for people of a certain age. There was one thing that I wanted to say, actually, just before everybody, I assume just before everybody leaves, unless there's about to be another round, just before everybody leaves, is that we're all aware of there's a lot of things that are bad in the world, a lot of people can do a great deal of bad in the world, and people go around doing a great deal of bad in the world, and we hear about it, and we see it on the news, and we hear people talking about it in pubs and in conversations and at dinner tables. A small number of people care about it. And then of that small number of people, a tiny number of people do something about it. And every single person in this room is doing something about it. And that is incredibly powerful. And we need to take that energy, and we need not to say, I went to a concert and that was very nice, but then work out what we're going to do about it. Because as Elias said, Alexander, who's a great bear of a man, absolutely hilarious, lovely, lovely guy, huge man. As he said, it's down to individuals to do something. If as individuals we do something, then it has a positive impact, and the accumulated effect of that positive impact is incredible. Through Elia's work, we've now delivered 57 aid-filled ambulances to Ukraine, 21 generators, 1 all-terrain rescue crane. Hopefully next month we'll deliver another possibly 7 ambulances, a lorry with 4 one-ton generators. You'll all be aware that Ukraine's energy capacity, electricity generation capacity has been targeted by the Russians. We're going to be doing this little group that meets around a kitchen table in Putney is going to be doing something to redress that balance. We can do that only because of the support of people like you, and it is largely not just people like you, it is largely you. So the last round of applause, I think, should go to all of you for all the incredible effort that you put in and the massive impact that you have on the lives of ordinary Ukrainians. Thank you so much.
Dan, very eloquently put. Thank you. I just want to, before we finish, pay particular tribute to, and we talked about them earlier, the 16 volunteer drivers who are here this evening, and to emphasize that not only have they crossed the border, driven those long distances, but also raised a huge amount of money for us to be able to purchase these ambulances. In fact, one of them outside there was purchased the other day in an auction in Merton Tillville and collected and brought back here and is now scheduled to go out on the next convoy on the 19th of May. But to also emphasize that not only are we have volunteer drivers who've done this before, but also new drivers who've been recruited to go out on our next convoy, as I mentioned, the 19th of May, on the 4th of August, on the 22nd of September, and the 10th of November. So thank you for all your contribution and your enthusiasm. Keep coming and joining us in this. I also just want to say last night's announcement, the immensely welcome news of a breakthrough in the political deadlock in the US Congress is just the fillip that the people of Ukraine have been looking for. And I hope that this will provide just the incentive for those beleaguered forces to redouble their efforts and resist the ruthless scorched earth policy of the Russians. As a result of this, I just would like to say that we have had to adapt our strategy, our options, our particular approach, and we're now adjusting our original focus on our operations by looking to increase the number of ambulances being delivered to Ukraine, as well as providing backup specialized medical snatch vehicles. At the same time, we are also planning to deliver more generators, as Dan has said. So, ladies and gentlemen, enough from me. Thank you all very much for coming. I hope that you've enjoyed this evening, and to our, once again, to our extremely talented 12 concert performers, thank you for making it such an enjoyable and immensely valuable evening. Good night. Slava Ukraini!